Yo, test, test. Hello, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Is there anybody else here? What's up, dudes? Okay. I see Korwa. I see Do Do. If I remember how to
Yo,
pronounce
yo,
that correctly. How's it going, dude?
everything's fine. Your voice sounds different.
Yeah. I'm speaking from my phone, so it might sound a little bit different.
Oh,
Yeah. How's it going, man?
well, I joined to see what everybody has to say. I'm waiting for some shenanigans, but we will see.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, this won't. I don't think this will go too long. There's also the little chat channel to the right. I'm on my fucking phone, so I usually don't join general chat from my phone. So literally, the user interface is pretty bad on phone. But yeah, anyways, all right. I think we're ready. Is the Red Fire Red? Are they joining?
He might join a bit late. I'm not sure, but he'll be joining at some point. I don't think we need to wait for him though. I'm not sure. He hasn't said anything about waiting for him, so
Okay, I think I gave a role in Discord, so they should be able to see the Discord now.
yeah. We give him 10 minutes for people to join. I think it's time to get rolling.
All right, dudes. So, yeah, my PC died, guys. That's basically first order of business here. In case you guys were wondering why I wasn't streaming. Actual fan, are you saying something?
Was it drop hacks?
No, it was. No, my PC didn't get drop hacked. It's just like we all expected it. Although I did get dropped that stream session. But yeah, I mean, it could have been many different things. I don't think it was my motherboard. It's probably either my graphics card or my PC. It's like the CPU itself or whatever the hell. But basically, yeah, I couldn't get it to start, and I'm like, all right, well, and you guys were suggesting like your hardest and people in the Discord. You guys were obviously suggesting different like parts and stuff, and I'm just like, okay, well, I need to get a PC that actually can like run some games and stuff. So I already ordered one, and the idea is, I guess it's supposed to come in this Wednesday, and obviously I'm planning to do some like 12-hour streams and 24-hour streams to like try and help raise money to fund it as well. So I can, yeah, so I can support having
What
that.
are you doing with your old
What?
PC? What are you doing with your old PC?
My old PC, I might be able to sell. Like, obviously, the hard drives. I mean, they're already like full of data. So, assuming that's not corrupted as well, which I don't think it is, hopefully I can get my data, the stuff I need off of that. If not, it's not a big deal because I have like all my stream assets and stuff were on there, but I should have access to those like for example, like, or all the emotes and stuff and overlays. Like, I'm pretty sure that's on like Fiverr. Like, I can re-download all that stuff. And let's see what else. The CPU, I assuming it's not dead, I might be able to salvage that too. Um, and yeah, if it's just the power supply, then I might be able to, like, the motherboard lights were turning on. Um, so maybe the motherboard still works. Maybe the CPU questionable. Graphics card, I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm assuming also that it was probably something with my graphics card because all those times when I was having those crashes that we thought were drop hacks, some might have. I don't know. I suspect there was some shenanigans. But you guys remember, like, months back, it was happening like really frequently. I would get dropped off of stream or whatever. But I think it might be my GPU as well. Maybe that just like died because I was always getting blue and like gray screen crashes. So, and it always happened. Like, I was able to stream StarCraft, but you guys don't know as much because whenever I would try and play League or Final Fantasy 14 or stuff off stream that I guess was slightly more intensive, my PC would literally just crash like off stream. So that could, I don't think that could be drop hackers when it was happening off stream. I think probably my graphics card was having trouble. But yeah, I can probably salvage some of my old PC. So then maybe I can have like a second backup PC. Hopefully.
That sounds like a good plan. Yeah, the drop hacks were getting ridiculous. Hopefully, what mostly wasn't drop hacks, but I do suspect a majority, especially like when you're winning. There was that one game where you had like all those Thors. I remember specifically. And just out of nowhere, you got dropped. And you know, other streamers have been complaining about getting dropped as well. Like for example,
Oh, have they?
Like Pig has been getting drop hacked, and like Pig's actually starting to get targeted. He's starting to sound like you these days, man. Because he just gets like hackers and snipers in every game. And he's like, it's like, yeah, he's on
For like, you're not like memeing, right?
No, if you watch his stream, like he even posts like a bunch of videos. You can just like go on his YouTube channel and like search like hacker or whatever. I made a video edit of him actually accusing people of hacks and like sniping and shit.
Yeah, it's gotten pretty bad. Like, I don't watch I maybe I should actually be keeping up with the other streamers a little bit, but I don't really watch them. I mean, yeah. So I didn't. Yeah, I mean, I figured it might have been at certain points. It has been happening, but I didn't realize like you're saying that it's getting pretty bad.
Yeah, it's even like Hearthstone and stuff is I was watching his stream and he was getting, you know, sniped like game after game, but he was just beating him because, you know, he's pretty good.
Yeah, and he plays Protoss.
No, he was playing Mech Terran actually.
Oh, son of a bitch. Yeah, that's the other. Well, yeah, I feel like Zerg has it the worst. It's funny that was Pig play. He main races Zerg still, right?
Protoss, I think.
Oh, he was playing.
He main races.
Well, he was
Protoss.
playing Protoss.
No, but yeah, he was playing Mech Terran. Like his title was like Mech in it or something.
Pig or Hearthstone?
Oh no, I'm sort of talking about Hearthstone.
Oh yeah, does Pig still play Zerg?
He just plays random.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say that
all three races or some shit like that. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess he probably plays mostly random or whatever for content. I see. Yeah. I mean, it's fucked, guy. Like in that respect, it is funny that you mentioned like when I was winning some of those games that like it can't be coincident. I don't think it is. Like there's I don't know what exploit there was. A couple months back, someone was telling me on Discord that there was obviously there's some hacking group Discord that either sells the hacks or whatever the fuck, and they were like testing it out on me and like targeting me or something. So I don't know like about the whole drop hack thing. Obviously, guys, my PC was having fucking issues, but yeah, the hack and sniping thing, that's like that's an entirely different beast in itself, because like Joe Hardis was saying, if that's happening to Pig a lot more often and like some of the other streamers, I mean, it's because the game is fucking dying right now. No. There's less people playing it, and since there's less people playing it, that means the people that are being, dubious, nefarious people are. It's so much. I mean, you guys see one like there's literally like 4 people I think that sit there all day waiting to queue against me. I'm sure the same thing is happening probably to Pig, like you're saying, and other content creators. Because it's like, I mean, what are you gonna what's gonna happen if they get reported? Like somebody like Pig, probably has more pull nowadays with like Blizzard or whoever the fuck, and it's like reporting them's not gonna do anything. It's mostly you just have to ignore them, which admittedly can be annoying if like the last 10 games on stream are against the same 3 people. But yeah, yeah, that's interesting if that's happening.
PC?
The what?
When you get the new PC.
Oh, so yeah, it's coming on. It should be here by Wednesday. I'm hoping, and then that's what I was saying. Like, I'm definitely gonna do some 24-hour streams, and if you guys have any ideas as well for like what type of content you want me to do, because I was thinking we could. Obviously, I do want to test the PC, and I'm gonna do my own stress tests with like, you know, various different programs or whatever the hell, and I'll stress test it a bit, and obviously make sure that it's working and stuff. But if you guys have any suggestions yourself on like games that I could potentially download and like stream, that we could all play together, that might be entertaining to watch, or that you even just want to see me play, can toss them out there.
Yeah, I've got a suggestion. How about if you just give me permanent remote access to your computer? I can look after it for you.
Yeah.
It's a great idea, man. Yeah, sure. I will give you permanent access to my computer too. How about that?
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, okay, that sounds like terrible ideas, guys. Do you have any
Not me.
actual suggestions?
All
Well,
right.
if you start with the unboxing video, that would be a great first video. And viewer call-ins would be more frequent. But see, we could get some topics for the viewer call-ins.
Yeah, I can definitely when
Just
I'm
to
more
have
organized.
everything more organized. Yeah, and like to have something to follow on, not to talk gibberish all the time. And
Oh
that's
yeah,
remote access for
this is the very first one. If we're all just talking gibberish, that's completely fine. It's not a big deal.
yeah, it is. But yeah, for content or something, you
Avilo
want
likes
some.
talking gibberish.
I mean,
True.
that's something nice to do.
Yeah, I could. That's a good suggestion for the next one. I could definitely have like a little list of things to talk about.
Maybe for the first time ever in AviloNation, you talk about. We have a discussion about politics.
No, fuck no, dude.
I think that's a good
Why
idea.
not?
It'd be like,
I mean, I'm trying to keep my stream away from that because it always people have like such extreme. At least in the U.S., I don't know where you guys are from. I mean, besides like Australia, I know Jahard is from. You're from Australia. I don't know. Where are you from, Actrofan?
I'm from the
UK,
USA, buddy.
The USA, oh.
I thought you're from Canada.
UK? Do I sound like I'm from the UK?
No.
You fucking daft cunt.
But yeah, guys, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to take my stream that direction, because I definitely could make like a politics channel or something crazy like that. But you guys know, yeah, that shit can, like, the way people are nowadays.
That's a ticking time bomb because as at some point someone will say something inappropriate and everything will blow up.
Yep. It's like, honestly, also the other thing is, like, regardless of my own views, one way or the other, I want my stream to be welcoming to people that are like of any viewpoint, you know.
How about
And I
doing
feel like
one of
once we
these
start,
not in the middle of the day when everyone's working?
wait, who's that?
It's Rensler. I don't know if you can hear me.
What's up, dude? Sorry, I didn't recognize your voice. What's up, dude?
Never heard my voice. I wouldn't expect you to.
Oh, okay. Welcome. Yeah. I can definitely. This is kind of like an impromptu one. I just figured, okay, like, fuck it, I'll just do this around noon.
That's fine. I mean, this is typically when you stream, but it's probably not a coincidence that most people talking in here are from Australia or EU.
Yeah, that's true. Except, yeah, I think me and Actrofan are the only Americans. Lilithep is also here, I think. But yeah,
You could have. I know this maybe sounds silly, but you could have 2 shorter streams a day, one for the Europe time zone and one for the US time zone, and that way you have more. You could have more exposure.
Yeah, I've done that before. I've actually done. I was doing that at one point where I would stream like the way I'm streaming now at like 9:30, and then I would take a break, or like around like 2 or something, and then do like a later night stream. Um, yeah, it's kind of I don't know what's best. I think the way I've been doing it has been pretty good, but yeah, obviously, NA time people be working, but it's really good for I think it's pretty much like good for EU time. But yeah, I mean
You
that's
also could
something I would have to think
stream
about.
for Avilo. You could also stream for 5 minutes, and then take like a 5 minute break to like eat a banana and like go to the bathroom, and then stream another 5 minutes, and then take another 5 minute break, and keep going. You know, and so that way you get to like you nap for 5 minutes, something like that, and then you
Okay,
can
dude. All right.
go longer, and people can trickle in all day.
All right.
It's probably the best idea I've heard so far.
I've got
Yeah.
an idea.
Thank you.
All right. What's your idea?
How about if we start stacking up stream time, man? I'll be real. The stream time lately has been like 3 hours here, 3 hours there. You know, like we're lucky to get fucking 3 streams a week of like 4 hours each. Like with a new PC, if you wanna get the cash back, bro, I think what you need to do is put some real time into it, like 11-hour streams daily. That would I think that would have a very positive impact for your stream and your income and your growth and your partnership on Kick and everything.
Yeah. I definitely. Yeah, doing the 11 to 12 hour streams, and maybe one or two like 24-hour ones, even in the first like maybe like week back. I think is a good idea. I
Dude,
don't think
that's
I can.
why you
I don't
going
think
so
that.
hard,
I don't
man.
think I can
Just put in
sustain
like
that
a
though.
7-8 hour day, motherfucker.
You should have a minimum of 6 hours or something. Like every day, no excuse. Or
Yeah, I think
2 day
six
breaks. But
hours is definitely good. 6 hours
you
is good,
should
and then
have a minimum, no excuse, because otherwise you will allow yourself to have 2 hour streams and you will get nowhere with that.
Yeah, what happened
yeah,
to no
definitely.
excuse velo?
Yeah, I have to be consistent below. That's true.
And I've got
Exactly.
another question. Why don't you stream on weekends, bro? Like, I'm assuming, you're available, because you set your own schedule, right? So you could, stream on the weekends where you'll get higher viewership, assumingly, and then if you want to take a 2-day break, you can take like Wednesday and Thursday off or something like that.
Yeah, that's
fuck
something
that.
I have
Take
to consider
Monday,
as well.
Tuesday off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
you should
wasn't
stream on the
streaming on
weekends.
the weekends mostly just to kind of like take a break. But you're making it. I guess you make a good point, like that. Maybe since everybody's like home on the weekend, maybe swap it up.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
And I don't want to be like offensive or anything, but I know we're all thinking it. Is like, I know that like none of us are streamers, and that's cool. But like, how hard is it to really stream that you need to take like 2 days off from like streaming like 5 hours, something like that? Like, there's probably more that goes into it. I'm probably generalizing here, but like, when you say like take a break and stuff like that, it's like that's fine, but it's like realistically, isn't it just like playing video games and stuff? Like, I feel like most people are taking breaks and doing that on the break. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not trying to like be offensive
it's
or
not
anything.
as easy as it looks. Like, I think any streamer would probably tell you that. Like, it's not as easy as it seems. It's not like I don't know. Especially with the shit that I've gone through the last couple of years. Like, I mean, I'm literally still getting harassment emails and shit, guys. Like, it's
Yeah, like I get that.
it's absurd. Like, it doesn't like that stuff doesn't bother me. But like, and also, I mean, it's not even as bad nowadays as it was like a year or like 2 years. Like 2 years ago, it was like extremely bad. But yeah, honestly, like every streamer would go crazy if they don't take like some break. I feel like every streamer should be taking even like at a normal job, you're gonna have weekends off usually because it's like people just need that mental breather.
And
And
that's
with
a
Yeah,
streaming,
normal
sure.
job. Motherfuckers are putting in like 40 hours a week, homie.
yeah, but either way, people. I mean, it's just yeah. It can be
And I deal with
it can be
sexual
mentally
harassment.
draining because
Girls are
you're like
trying to
on
grab my
camera.
dick all the time at work, bro. I still put in fucking OT.
Yeah, and like streaming can be really mentally draining because you're like literally on fucking camera the whole time. I don't know how to describe it. Do it like
Yeah,
other
dude.
than just
I
do it
understand. You
yourself
kind of
and
have to be like
experience
on
it.
top of it.
I mean, to be fair though, like a lot of people working from home, they are on camera, like on their webcam, like exactly the same. And it's in a more professional environment where their boss is looking at them. Maybe even like 2 or 3 levels above them, like the general manager's on call. So,
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you're not the only
it's not the
person
same.
suffering from the stress being on camera, and a lot of people have more on stake when they're on camera. So I know, like, obviously, I know it can be uncomfortable to be on camera though, because like I've done it both on stream and in the workplace. But
Yeah, but
it's
still,
just part of life, I think, where you gotta,
streaming is its own beast. So I mean, like, unless you're a streamer, like, I recommend doing it. Just try to stream, and then yeah, it can be pretty stressful as fuck. I think any streamer. That's why so many streamers, like, you'll notice that even a lot of the other StarCraft streamers, they end up taking breaks or just disappearing sometimes, like, because it's like, I don't know, streaming is just one. It's one of those things that is like, unless it's difficult to describe. It's mostly just like it's an entertainment job, and I don't know, maintaining that can be stressful as fuck. Like I said, I think I'm doing better about it nowadays, and I'm being a bit more consistent. But yeah, before, like, a couple years past, it was a bit more insane when there was all that dumb insanity going around related to my stream and StarCraft and all that stuff.
But the only reason I ask, just so you think it's not like just some question I'm trying to just like bother you with or something like that, is I feel like you're kind of in a unique situation right now where it's like you've had a very successful stream in the past, but since then, it's like you've been on this like attempt to kind of rebuild that on a different platform. And like all of us, like I know it's like you get on us in your Discord and shit for saying like stream question mark and stuff like that. But the reality is like you're the obligation's on you if you're trying to rebuild. Like we're already here, so it really doesn't matter. But like the next people, like where are the next 700 people going to come from that are going to start watching your stream? You know what I mean? Like if there's no
Yeah.
schedule, those
I
people are
think
never going to know to
Stormgate,
watch your
bro.
stream.
Stormgate. We're all waiting for Stormgate. Like, you have to look at it. I mean, the only thing you can look at it is positively, because, like, look at how fucked StarCraft 2 is. Like, I'm getting more viewers than some other people that are streaming SC2, and I'm streaming on fucking YouTube and Kick, and they're on Twitch. They have every advantage over me, and they're not able to convert. So, like, I think when you say, like, where, like, 700 people gonna, like, come watching, it's like, it's difficult because it's StarCraft. Like, the game is, and the game is even worse nowadays to stream specifically. Like, imagine, like, you say about normal jobs, like, but nobody's going to your fucking workplace and egging your fucking computer and like breaking the windows as you're doing your work, because normally if that would happen, those people would be put in jail or something. Like, and like the whole stream sniping, like, it's basically, if you want to like make an analogy, it's like somebody's basically egging my fucking office every fucking day, and it's like, okay, well, I can do my best to make that entertaining and like make jokes out of it, but the reality is, like, look at like the last month of my stream sessions. Like, there are some days where, like, legit, guys, I'm just like, okay, like this game is fucking horseshit. Like, it's just trash. Like, I hate streaming it, but I'm obviously gonna do it because gotta make money, stream, entertainment, make those videos, make content. But it's like, oh, I play the same guy like 5 times that has 800 to like 12k APM. Like, so, like, the whole streaming, usually you're not going to have your office fucking egged over and over again and the windows broken, like, for like literally like the 8 hours that you're working. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically, like, that's what's been happening the last like month or so as I've been streaming. And obviously, like you're saying, like, okay, like, yeah, it'd be nice to get like higher numbers, but we kind of also have to be appreciative. Like, I mean, obviously, you guys are watching me stream, and you guys are, your viewers. But it's fucking SC2, guys. Like, I mean, we have to like also look at the positive because I do keep track of like numbers a bit. I mean, I do keep track of analytics, and I do look at like occasionally I'll check like, oh, like how many people are still watching some of these other SC2 streamers on Twitch, and they're not getting jack shit. Like maybe Ruff has like 100 or 200 people ish, but like I'm looking at like besides maybe some of the other EU streamers, I think like what Hero Marine's getting maybe like 1K average or something. But nobody's getting like jack shit for numbers right now, and everybody's waiting for Stormgate basically.
Avilo.
Yo,
Check this out. So you used Ruff as an example of him having 100. So Ruff is boring as fuck, dude. Fuck Ruff, right? You have way
crypto millionaire, by the way.
the what?
You have way
I said crypto
You have way
millionaire,
more-
by the way.
crypto
Yeah.
millionaire. Fuck that guy. You have divorcee. Fucking feed your kids. So you have way more personality, right? But you top out at like 35 viewers. I think what we're all trying to say, Rinsler included, is if you put some more effort, right? So you actually tried, instead of your so-called positive thinking 700 viewers to show up when Stormgate comes out, if you actually like were consistent, 7-8 hour days.
Yeah, dude. Like I get all that. Like the consistent thing. Yeah, I get all that.
Then that plus your personality, you'd have fucking like 1,000 viewers.
Yeah, but you have to. You also have to understand like the bullshit from before. Like I took a huge hit from that, so it's taken time to, to build back up my
We're
stream.
all aware of that, you just gotta keep fighting. Always fucking fight. Where's that fucking Avilo? Remember that? Always fucking fight.
Yeah, dude, but it's not gonna happen instantly, and I'm aware of that. Like we're in it for the long haul. It's not
been
gonna
4
like.
years.
Yeah, it's
like,
not.
that's
It's
the
not
thing
gonna
too. Is
fucking
like
happen instantly.
again, like I feel like I'm just like trying to be hard on you here, but it's like I'm genuinely not. But like, here's the thing, man. Is like I get that like Stormgate's coming, and that's great. Like that's awesome. But like, I guess where I'm going with this is like if you just continue like the past, call it year of streaming, like is that going to translate all of a sudden to just everything in the blink of an eye is now successful because Stormgate's out? Or I'm sure there's a whole
probably
conversation about like getting your content out there, but like the reality is like, do people know that you're still streaming? Like I know Reddit is fucking its own thing, and I don't really want to get into that. Reddit's fucking stupid, but like if you post your name on there, like a lot of the comments outside of the toxic ones are like, "Oh, that guy still streams." Like I didn't know, you know what I mean? And I just don't know.
That's
Maybe I'm
kind of
overthinking it, but like a lot of people don't know you still stream, and I don't think you're going to let them know that you're still streaming with like the current schedule you've had.
The most we could do is get the word out. Like obviously, if I could maintain my consistent schedule a bit, that would be good.
Well, can I interrupt you, man? I just hear like bullshitting, man. Like you need to make a plan and stick to it. Like everything Rinsler said is like straight 100% true, and nothing you said changes any of it. Like you're just saying continuing on doing what you're doing, but maybe a bit more consistent. Obviously, that's not going to work, right? You don't upload YouTube videos. Like the YouTube videos you do upload are just like rips off your stream, right? Like you need to.
I just want to say that you also put ketchup on a hot dog, and it bothers the shit out of me. So
wait, what?
Dude, you put ketchup on a hot dog, man. That's like
that's normal.
You get arrested in like at least 30 of the 50 states in the United States for that.
For putting wait, no, wait. This is an entire wait.
Avilo doesn't cook, man. Give him a break. It's like
ketchup on a hot dog is normal, bro.
Yeah, if you're under 10. But like once you start getting into like the 10 to 12
where
range,
are you from? Which United States are you from?
Yeah, look at like a New York style hot dog. It's mustard and sauerkraut and like maybe onions or something like that.
That
Chicago
sounds
style.
Fucking terrible.
No, it's really good. Chicago style is mustard, relish, onion, tomato, celery, salt, pickle, sport peppers. Like amazing. None of them have ketchup.
I mean, I don't know about that. I'm used to like, I think most people eat hot dogs with ketchup, mustard, like bare minimum, and then maybe like relish, and then whatever else they put on it, whatever they like specifically.
Avilo,
I don't want to get
listen
into
him
it. You will lose
because
this debate very hard.
I know that we almost didn't get a hot dog video because those tongs were too fucking hard to open. So I appreciate,
Dude, my
You did
tongs,
it.
they were being map hacked, bro. I swear the hackers got to the tongs.
All right.
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Who was talking before? I derailed that. My bad.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, look. Yeah, okay, look. Yeah, obviously,
the hardest is fucking kicking Avilo's ass.
obviously, with the new PC, like that's gonna make my workflow like a lot easier for editing videos.
All right. So
But-
what's your new workflow? You're saying all these buzzwords, right? Like workflow. But what's your workflow? So you can turn on the stream, start recording. Like tell us your new workflow, man.
Yeah, so basically, if I'm able to local record, which I should be able to now, then I can actually edit videos when I'm done. Like, I can actually edit when I'm done streaming, which is something I've not been able to do before. And obviously, I don't have an editor. Like, I know some streamers, they actually hire an editor and stuff. But yeah, that's, I mean,
They're also streaming 10 to 12 hours a day, though. Like, that's the thing. It's like, and I don't want to harp on like the hours and shit. Like, I feel like I'm like beating you up over this shit, but like,
yeah, I'm not, dude. I'm like
the
11
people that are
hour
huge,
days.
like legitimately don't
That's
have
something
time
that maybe I can do when I
edit.
come back, but I'm not going to be able to sustain like 11 hours. But doing like at least like OVDO said like 6 to 8 hours, and then posting videos, editing, that's probably like the best thing. But either way, like it's gonna be tough to like, you know, guys. You expect
Have you ever
like
thought?
This is not 2011, 2012. Like getting 1,000 viewers for SC2, like that shit is insanely tough.
Can I
Like
intercept?
I think huh?
Okay, so for example, like I know you're saying, we're not saying 1,000, right? But anyway, let me go back to my original point. So for example, I'll just name drop. I don't really care at this point. Your version of you versing the Sniper U Thermal got like 1,000 views on the video. His video got, you know, like 100,000 views on all three, right? Like he milked the views. So right now, like their videos are getting a lot of views and yours aren't. Why? Because your videos aren't high production quality.
The thing is, I don't fucking care, dude. Like that's neither here nor there. Like
no, because that's 100k views you could have got on your video, right? You could have both got like 2.
No.
Cash in on your side of the drama. You didn't cash in on it. You bet him.
Okay, no. That's not, content doesn't work like that. It's like I'm not gonna be able to get 100k view. Like he has a different audience. Like he has his audience. Like that, it doesn't work like that. I wish content creation would work like that, but that's just like that's neither here nor there. Like, and I'm not worried about like, oh, if this guy made a video, he got this many views. That's like just that, like, because that's coming out of a place of jealousy. There's like, and also like, again, you have to understand like the different dynamics of the way that the SC2 community has been towards me. Like there's nothing, I'm not going to get 100k views from posting a similar type of video. Like I can definitely get to that point with my content from being a little bit more consistent probably, and you know, doing more YouTube uploads. That's fair, which is, I mean, that's the whole plan. But we can't be like, oh, he got 100k views. Like if I had just posted it or done differently,
I'm not saying that, but it's just a contrast, right? Like you need to. I'm just going to name drop. I don't really get it. So you need to start making videos in the style of Hearthstone and U-Thermal, right? They get so many views. Like you need to just fucking, after you've done streaming, make some like offline recordings. Like don't even stream it, right? Make exclusive content for your videos, and then just use the exact style. So, oh, I want to do this cheese, and you know, get like wins and shit like that. And if you just pump that out, right? Like there is a normie, you know, YouTube video watcher, like viewer base of like StarCraft 2 players,
yeah, I get what you're
right?
saying for the
And you're not capitalizing on it, man. Like there is like hundreds of thousands of fucking YouTube StarCraft 2 viewers, right? That just watch videos, and then from there you can get views on your YouTube video or your YouTube stream, sorry. And you're just not doing it like that. That's the primary way to grow.
Yeah, the other thing is though, like with the whole kick thing, you have to also understand, like you guys, what like
you're not considering all this stuff. Like, we have had a lot of growth in the last like 2 months. Like, there was like 150 people on YouTube, and obviously when I decided like all right, let's try to do the Kick, like when your hardest is telling me like, oh, Kick is offering like hourly pay potentially and stuff, I'm like, all right, well, fuck it, I'll dual stream to both. Obviously numbers are gonna be lower when you're dual streaming like that, because I do see that my YouTube numbers are a bit lower, but that's because also the viewership is being a little bit more split up, and that's just something that I have to like accept as like, okay, like it's maybe we reach some more people on Kick, maybe people on YouTube, or maybe there's slightly less people watching or whatever, or the viewership split. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like an instant thing, and like StarCraft, we like, yeah. I get what you're saying about the VC videos,
because you're
but
taking
like
breaks.
the other thing is like I hate making content like that. That's more of a personal thing, honestly. Like I don't know, dude. Like I get that they're like, yeah, they've gone full sellout, whatever. Like I personally I want to get to that point, like where I'm, we're getting like 100K videos, but I want to do it my own way. I don't really want to copy other people because I don't know. I just feel like that I'll get there eventually, doing it my own way. Just the whole and you guys know, like, they do all the bronze to GM like 24/7 type of bullshit challenges, whatever. Like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I could definitely do some things like that, but
no, that shit sucks, dude.
It's I mean, it's personal preference. Like, I really don't want to make that type of content. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Me personally, I don't really like that type of content. Yeah, it's just personal preference, I suppose. Churning out more YouTube videos for potential views is also, I don't know. I feel like I might need to just go the montage route, or like I just need to like churn out more videos. That's pretty much what it is on YouTube.
One thing too that I think we're forgetting is you're getting older. You don't have the energy you did fucking when you were streaming on Twitch.
Okay, dude. All right, dude. Yeah. I mean, I can take the suggestions for honestly making more YouTube, like just uploading more videos. Even if it's just me fucking talking or ranting, I could even do that type of stuff. Or like, I do have plans to make some guide videos and whatnot. But yeah, I don't even know what type of content you like. I'm not sure what videos you're specifically referring to, unless you mean like where they're playing versus 7 insane AIs, like that type of shit.
Yes, exactly that content, because that's what gets views and that's what brings growth.
That's gonna get a bunch of views on Stormgate too when that comes out.
Oh yeah.
Like, you need to like be ready to. I think the big thing too is like you don't want to make it now because you don't like it with StarCraft, but like that's the stuff that people are going to watch with Stormgate. So like you might as well start like getting in the habit of making that kind of stuff, because like it's just kind of like maybe a generalization here, but I feel like it's like you're just assuming that like your work ethic, viewers, the type of video you're going to put out, like you're just assuming that all of that's just going to be like a total 180 than the way it is now as soon as Stormgate comes out. Like you might as well start doing it with some stuff. And then my other question is have you ever considered just like when you're playing games not on stream, like if you're playing like Final Fantasy or other games like that, like why not just stream it like without a headset or a mic, just to like get people like me that bitch about hours and stuff like that to shut up because you're streaming games. Like maybe like designate like time specifically to like stream with commentary like StarCraft and stuff like that. But what if it's like you're also streaming like a Final Fantasy 16 playthrough or something like that, like in the evening or something like that, you know what I mean? Then you don't have to put effort into like talking to people or being on camera, but like you can still read the chat.
Do you just mean local recording, or do you mean streaming like no commentary or like tryhard mode, or
yeah, like no, like what would be the downside to literally just turning the stream on? You know what I mean? Like if you have a computer for it, and I mean, you just kind of have to let people know that it's like, hey, there's not going to be the same level of engagement, you know, because I'm playing Final Fantasy, but like you could still like shit on voice if you wanted to, otherwise respond to people in the chat. But
Oh
then you
yeah,
could
I'm
record
definitely
if
going to be doing
people
some
just
more
stream
games. Like I
themselves
said, you
playing
guys
and then
like
record it, split it up, and put it into YouTube videos. So you're double dipping both in the streaming, so that people can actually like, in hopes that people discover you, but also you're also making it into YouTube videos, and all you're doing is just splicing the videos and just making them into
yeah.
smaller YouTube videos later.
Well, I
And
should
then
be able to
that's
do
gonna
that
get
more
views, you know
once
what I
I
mean?
get the new PC. Like that's like there's a lot of stuff that I couldn't really do before, so that's going to be like a positive actually, like having a
think
functioning fucking PC.
I think that's a good idea too. But my point is a little bit different, but somewhat in the same direction. So, a good thing to do once you have the new PC would be to dedicate 1 day per week or something like that to try new games, like popular games. For now, at the moment, only Up is very popular. You could make a dedicated stream to just try
Basically, to
popular
variety is
games.
what you're saying.
Exactly, and that will increase your exposure too. And I also want to point out that I think that it's a waste of time to do this challenge in StarCraft to reach GM with Zerg because it's so slow. I stopped watching the streams, to be honest. It's slow and nothing interesting is happening. But once you will diversify your games, you will bring more eyes and you will keep the current viewers more engaged. This is my opinion. The current challenge to reach gem with Zerg, I think, should be ditched. There's nothing good coming out of it.
Well, I mean that's yeah, I've been doing that. That's literally the only thing I have left to do with StarCraft. But I think it's not necessarily because it's boring or anything. Like I mean, I think the games still are entertaining. It's just the only thing that is not entertaining is playing the same guy 5 times in a row. That's I
Yeah,
mean,
and it's yours. You're not yours. I want to be politically. I know, and I want to express this. No, I will be direct. You're being toxic more and more when you do that because those games are reaching to your feelings and you're not reacting. Your toxicity increases because of this, and I do not want to see that part of Avilo. To be honest, I want to see a new face of you. You know?
yeah, that's fair. Like I mean, it's that's something like everybody's gonna rage at some point or
Yeah,
tilt. Like
it's
anybody that
normal
says they
to
don't
rage.
rage or tilt, it's pretty much just. I mean, they're
No,
just bullshitting.
I agree. Everyone rages, but you more than anyone should know the point where you start raging, and you should take action to not
Yeah,
get
that's.
there.
I think that's where we load up Hello Kitty Racing next time.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that could be a good switch to just go to another game.
yeah,
Or
that's
not.
fair. But again, that's something that I think is even like honestly, I don't know. I don't understand why the StarCraft 2 community doesn't really talk about that shit more often because that is out of my control. Like I'm that's why I added the I started doing like the overlay. I literally have a fucking recording of me queuing up for games on a fucking loop to try and avoid getting the same matches against the people that are sniping and hacking on the game. That's something like the honestly the StarCraft 2 community, like if what Jahardis is saying, some of you guys are saying about how like some of these other streamers, like it's happening to them too, that probably needs to be a community issue. The problem is there's no fucking leaders left in the StarCraft 2 community,
Yeah,
guys. You have to
and
understand
you
that. There's
will not
nobody
solve
left.
you will not solve this problem, and you should go past it, in my opinion, because you're uh, involving yourself so much in this issue, which will only get worse over time, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
you're,
yeah.
you're dragging yourself down by doing this.
I mean, dude, there's like but again, there's no real solution to it. Like I could, all right, let's like hypothetically, I make a new account, I get up to around like 4,300. The same thing will happen. Like even if I play Terran, you
Exactly.
have to understand, like the same thing will happen. That's it's becoming such a huge issue I mean, yeah, I understand. Like I don't want to make my whole stream about that. And it's like, but like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, you have to be realistic here. Like, all I can do switch accounts to a second account. It's gonna keep happening. Leave every game. Like, leave every game. Like it's cancer. Like that's just. I mean, that's an entirely. Honestly, videos to be made about that in itself, and it's a difficult thing because if you talk about it, then those people will feel like, oh, we're gonna we're gonna do it more. Like they're gonna like do that to other streamers. Honestly, it's a no-win situation for not. I'm not even just talking about myself, but like the other people that are streaming StarCraft, because it's obvious, it's obvious that like it's becoming such a fucking problem with the game as the game You guys got to understand, like, and you guys know this, as the game population decreases, which it is, we all know that. As the game population decreases, when you queue up, there's not going to be anybody in the fucking queue except those 5 people or 6 or whoever is doing that. And if that's happening more and more, like at like high diamond, low masters, mid masters, elo, it's like, what am I gonna do? There's no, like, if I talk about it, then like it feeds those people. If I don't talk about it, I'm just gonna be like ignoring it, leaving the game. Like that's what I started doing. I started logging on a second account and I just leave the game. But I mean, it's like, okay, well, now I can't even play the ladder. Now me and other StarCraft streamers, like, how the fuck do we even play the game, like, and stream it on ladder when that shit is going on? It's like, that's kind of like, where it's like, okay, like, maybe do I do the bullshit content? Like, oh, Avilo versus 7 CPUs. Like, oh, like, but I personally, like, I don't really like making that type of content. It's a difficult thing as a streamer. It's like, okay, like what, Ovidio, how you're saying like, okay, the streams lately haven't been like the hottest fucking streams because like I'm tilting more or raging or whatever, to quit the Zerg GM challenge. Like I honestly don't want to quit the Zerg GM. I just want to hit it and then like maybe go back to playing Terran or doing something else.
All right. So, could I?
But yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yep. So you said you want to complete the Zerg challenge so you can get to go back to Terran. 2 things. 1, why are you finishing the Zerg challenge just at getting like 200 GM, right? Because when you hit 200 GM, that's because you're starting to get out of like elo hell, basically. Like at the moment, you're in the area where like 4,000 to 4,500 is where like all the trash players are that can only like win by like getting boosted off stream sniping you, basically, right? So when you're in GM, that's when you reach the end of it, So why don't you go for like top 50 or top 25 or even top 10 GM on Zerg,
oh, you mean with
on
Terran?
NA?
With Terran or Zerg?
Zerg, after you hit GM.
And I don't know. I feel like most people have watched me for like for Terran mech gameplay. I don't know. I'm just doing the Zerg to GM challenge because it's like that's the last thing I have to like complete in the multiplayer.
All right. Why are you skipping like Protoss? Like you said you got Protoss 3 years ago, but like Protoss we like that doesn't matter. Like 3 years ago, like we need like all 3 at the same account at the same time, right? Like if you say, oh, I was Protoss GM, like 4 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah, sure, you might have had the MMR after 16 games or whatever. At one point, right? But I think you playing Protoss is like really interesting. It's definitely the funnest race for me to watch. Like I do like watching Mech Terran, but like
you're a Protoss player, dude. That's why it's most fun. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just feels like the Protoss fans, like you do have a lot of Protoss fans, even though you're not a fan of it. We all want to see you play Protoss, man.
I don't know about that, but I mean, I mostly just want to finish the Zerg GM challenge. I've been at it for so long. I didn't finish the Brood War challenge. I got like A rank. I was close to S rank, but then I switched back to StarCraft 2. But yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like, I will complete this challenge. It's just gonna take a bit. Like I'm aware of that. Like pushing through them, like it's I don't know. It is a challenge. I can definitely start adding in, like, I get Ovidio's point that it's taking long or whatever. But
but I could definitely add in some. We can do some other content like
Protoss.
I feel like Minecraft actually has potential, and some other games also have some potential. I don't know if you guys heard of BattleBit.
Protoss.
Anyone hear that?
Minecraft has no potential. Get that shit out of your mind right now, dude. That shit sucks. Play that with your girlfriend and keep it over there, dude. No one wants to watch that shit.
Dude, Minecraft has a huge fucking audience, dude.
Avilo. I have an idea. Okay, you don't have to do it, obviously. But I hear you say a lot that, like, you don't want to tilt, you don't want to complain, and like, you know, it takes away from the stream. I disagree. I think that's been part of your brand, your personality for years and years, and that's why you had accrued such a viewership in the Twitch days, because you had your late game mech play, abusing the OP Raven and all that shit. But then you would fucking have your personality. You would fucking tell people to get the fuck out and all that shit. So I think, you know, just like other sports like wrestling and shit like that, you should turn into your role, lean into being the heel, being the StarCraft 2 bad boy, the villain, you know, and all these goody two-shoe euthermals and Hearthstones and fucking pigs and shit who want to fucking lick Frost Giant's nuts and all that stuff. you'll be the antithesis to that, right? You'll be at odds with them. You'll be probably I don't watch the animes you watch, but you could probably think of some weebo shit where there's like the fucking the two competing people, the hero and the villain, and you're the villain. You're the villain. You're the dude calling, you know. So, and I think if you embrace that instead of trying to run from it, it will help you. Exactly, anti-hero Avilo.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mean, I get what you're saying, but
I'm serious, dude. I'm serious, because now you're not towing the line. You know, you got to go all in, commit to who you really are. To fucking, you know what? It's prophetic that you chose that Phoenix as your fucking avatar, because that's what that means. It's like you're burning away all the fucking the bullshit, the nice guy act, all the stuff that you have to do to try to get along with your fellow community members, and out of the ashes is rising the dude that calls people R-word monkeys, C words, tells them to get out, leave. You're on 10,000 times your skill level, buddy. That motherfucker going Super Saiyan. And I think if you do that, and married with consistent streams, you know, like full-time streamers, stream on weekends, do that shit, and you keep at it and you do both, that by the time Stormgate comes out, you will get your fucking your viewership that you're hoping for, because people are gonna be like, well, who the fuck is this guy? This guy, you know, this guy's not playing by the rules. The gloves are off. This motherfucker says it how it is. You know, fuck Blizzard, fuck Biden. You know, I like this guy, and you know, you feel me?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
100% agree with that.
I want to kill people sometimes, but that doesn't mean that I should do it, because I know it's wrong, and that will not bring anything good my way, you know?
You're a bitch, dude.
If Avilo does the shit you say, he will bring only negative attention towards him. That shit will not fly. It will be entertaining for you. I'm not denying it.
He already has negative attention, dude.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
I want to kill people. I want to kill people, but I'm not doing it because I can contain my inner self.
Dude, you're comparing murdering people to fucking Avilo streaming.
I'm comparing
leave
some negative thoughts from within, which you should contain, because not
Yeah, yeah.
every
Yo, yo,
shit
yo,
you
okay.
think should
No,
be
Avilo
out.
should nurture that seed of evil inside
No,
of him.
I do not agree.
So it opens up.
All right, guys, look.
And
This
it's
is
pollen.
this is a terrible
infects the
plan for him.
entire
Yo, if
community.
I had a gavel right now, I'd be hitting the little thing, like, you know, like the judges. Guys, all right, yes, that's like, yeah, that's
You know
fair.
what
Like, you
Teenage
both have good
Mutant Ninja
points.
Turtles
Like,
2, where
obviously,
Shredder drank
look,
ooze,
the real,
Avilo needs to eat another banana, and it's super Avilo.
basically, look, the reality is, like, yeah, like, I mean, yeah, that's how I've streamed for years, with, you know, and arguably, like, people have given me shit for that because I was the, what you call, like, the heel, kind of, like, Idra did the same thing, like, you know, and there's other streamers as well. You like look at like League Tyler 1, whatever. Like there's, yeah. But like like I also agree with OVDO that like the thing is that I don't disagree with either. Like I think it has to be like a balanced thing, because the thing is, before you have to understand, you guys, not everybody is a fucking intelligent individual, right? There's people, and there's people that then take advantage of the dumb people. So, for example, when I was being more flamboyant on stream, people were using that to then attack me and say that, oh, like, he's actually like a bad person in real life, or this or that. So there does have to, like, definitely I can be entertaining, and I want to keep being entertaining and have that like actual fan is saying that, like, bad boy soup, you know, I can still be a badass and go Super Saiyan and all that shit. But what OVD is saying is true, is that I have to have a balanced approach to it, a little bit, a more nuanced approach to it, because there's actually evil people that took advantage of, you know, they're like, oh, look at him, he's cursing everybody out and like, and trash talking all this stuff. And then of course there's a situation where, you know, the stuff that happened in the past, and then it's people then were like, oh, well, that has to be true, right? Because he's saying he calls people trash all the time in his stream. So I guess that must be true too. So then everybody believed a bunch of bullshit. So I do have to take a nuanced approach to it, because just the way, especially with the way a lot of these guys are online, if I'm just only toxic, like if I'm only like that, they're going to be like, oh, yeah, he's like that in real. It's a way to attack me as well. And it sucks, because obviously you guys are probably aware that I'm not an evil person. Most people that are normal human beings and can have a conversation are aware, like, oh, okay, like, that's for stream. Like, actual fan understand, like, you understand that. You're like, okay, yeah, that's for stream, can be entertaining, can be that bad boy of StarCraft or Stormgate or whatever. That's true. But what we do is saying also has some merit as well, because it's like, unfortunately, there are actually evil people that then will try and twist that, and then it can be difficult to also have that growth in like a positive way if people have negative perception too. Like, so, I mean,
listen, Avilo.
Honestly, you guys are both right. It's a different, you know, back then it was a very different streaming environment, and I also have to be like, we all have to be aware of that, like the way that like the culture is nowadays, because people
I'll just add this, Avilo.
Yeah.
You're like, I think you're being too concerned with trying to please everybody, and even people that are fictional, that don't even exist yet, like future viewers, right? But I'm telling you, as a viewer that's been watching you for fucking years and years, that as an entertainer, a creator, maybe I'll go as far as even an artist that you're putting up your content, you shouldn't concern yourself with the feelings of other people, right? And you should, like I said, I definitely think you would be stronger here in the online space if you committed to these parts of your personality that are truly authentic and are easy for you. I mean, it's easy for you to fucking just go band crazy and fucking kung fu tantrum on motherfuckers online, right? And so you should just accept it and embrace it. And then when you're not online, when the stream ends and you're hanging out with your family again, when you're going for walks around the lake or whatever the fuck, you then you can be like nice guy Avilo, like the real, genuine, loving, affectionate, compassionate, empathetic, caring Avilo that we all know you are, and you can gain validation, and and the people who are close to yeah, Avilo's legit, he's a cool dude, whatever, right? And then because the people online don't matter as much to you than the real people, obviously, right? And then when you jump back online, then you go back into your character of being this like Mr. Hyde motherfucker who just fucking is eating up low elo trash and shitting them out in the gutter, and will be there to fucking donate and help pay for your fucking PC that way. And then and I think that's just the reality. Ovidu wants you to be this moderate cuck, fucking,
Fence
please
sitter.
and thank you. Yeah, fence sitter. No one likes a fucking fence sitter, dude. You're fully good, or you can't be Sith one day and fucking chilling with Darth Sidious, and then playing checkers with Yoda the next. It doesn't work like that. Like you choose a side, and you fight for that fucking side, dude. And I think it's time that Avilo So Amaze is laid to rest, and then Avilo So Horrible comes at Darth Velo, Evilo. It needs to come out of the cocoon like fucking Kerrigan. You know what I'm saying? You're the Queen of Blades, dude. You're the Queen of Blades.
That was a nice speech, but this is a real life, and there are consequences.
Oh, it's not. It's
I
online.
get your point.
It's his stream.
No,
it's
no,
a streaming
I
persona.
totally get your point. I'm not dismissing it. You do have a point. I get it, but the toll of doing this is too much for anyone.
It's real life online.
Yeah, it gets to you. Sorry, I will not interrupt you. It's Gerardus, you wanted to say something.
Oh no, I just responded to you.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously, guys. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I've changed my approach a bit in the past like year, at least a little bit. But yeah, I mean, like, look, obviously, all these other people we know like they're gonna suck up to the Stormgate devs and this and that. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna be doing that.
You need to go to war.
I think the main thing.
I gotta go because I got a real job, unfortunately. But let me just add this. You heard my argument. You heard the fucking the watertight points that I was making. And you know what Ovidu said to as a rebuttal? I want to kill people. That was his fucking genius argument, dude.
He didn't mean that. Like, he's just saying
he knows really well what I meant.
Yes, I get the point, dude. I get the point. Like, all right, forget the fucking analogy. You get the point, okay?
All right. Well, you guys have a good day. It was nice chatting. All right, nice chat.
All right, peace out, actual fan.
See you, dude. See it.
Bye.
But yeah,
sorry, I just want to add one thing. It would be, if you want to balance things, this might be a stupid idea, but it is an idea. You could have a small overlay somewhere and have just evil mode and regular mode, And when you feel like you're raging, you could switch the overlay and the screen becomes red and it says evil mode, and you can rage like.
I mean, that's a hilarious idea. I mean, like, the thing is, obviously, like, I'm just gonna focus on being. I know what actual fan is saying. Like, I get what he's saying. Like, obviously, because that's partly how I did attract viewership in the past. But obviously, that also doesn't apply to today because the world has changed. Everything is different nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, literally, people back then on Twitch were, I mean, they were just throwing out, crazy words and stuff. And nowadays, it's like, oh, if you say something like that, then it's a completely different environment.
Aiden Ross is saying that on Kick.
The what?
Aiden Ross is saying those crazy words on Kick.
Yeah, but honestly, I never said shit that crazy in the first place. But I mean, it's just one of those things where I don't know. Streaming is it's different nowadays. You have to take a different approach either way. But the main thing, like the funny thing though, guys, is like that's not even what. And I know this best as the streamers, so you got to trust me on this. But I attracted viewership because I was good at the game. Like that's like at its core, like that's what attracted viewership in the first place. Sure, and being able to like talk and commentate while playing the game, and making jokes and shit. So I mean, that's pretty much the formula that I'm going to stick to. I'm not going to like worry about being evil or whatever, or this or that. I mean, I'm just going to mostly make content for the game. I think I could definitely lean into, for example, like making like actual guide content type of thing. Maybe I should lean into that a little bit more. But yeah, with Stormgate, I mean, I'm mostly just going to get good at the game and try and put out some more consistent content. Obviously, I mean, I'm not that I'm not going to be doing that now, but yeah, I mean, I get what actual fan is saying.
You're using like a lot of like words that like I should, I'll try, I could, I might. You're using all these words, right? Like, but this is like your career, right?
Yeah, dude, but you get the point. Like, I'm just saying that like these different types of videos. Like, I'm just saying like I might put different types of content out. That's what I mean. Like, obviously, yes, I'm gonna make guide videos and all that stuff. I'm just saying that like I could go many different directions with the content. It's mostly what you guys and other people want to see.
Well, you shouldn't probably be catering it for your current audience, right? You should be catering it for what can make you grow. But besides that, I want to bring up another thing in regards to Stormgate. So obviously, you've been blacklisted from the community already. Like there was a Reddit post deleted about you that just posted to your video. I got banned off their Discord for posting your video, and that was a very tame video, and they were both very neutral posts.
Which video are you talking about?
So you made a Stormgate reaction video. And I posted that on the media section. It was totally fine for me to post it, right? And then someone
Wait, who? So first of all, I haven't been blacklisted from anything, dude. Like,
well, I got confirmation from the Reddit mods that you're blacklisted from the Reddit. And I posted that in this Discord. And also I got confirmation from the mods in the Stormgate and Frost Giant official community with like developers in it, that you're banned from that. So
well, you have to you'll have to show me because I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, well, can you, for the sake of this argument, can you take my word that you're blacklisted from the community already?
No, because I haven't seen obviously we know that there's and that's dude. And again, this is another issue that I think will have to be addressed in the future because if things like that are going on, then obviously in the future I think. Oh, hello. Yo. Oh, yeah, that's something that can be made into an issue in the future. If what you're saying is true, I haven't joined the Stormgate Discord, so I don't know. I haven't posted anything on their subreddit, so again, I don't know if they banned you for. You said they banned something that you posted a link to the Stormgate video I made, right?
Yep, on the Discord, and then someone else, I don't know who, made a Reddit post. And then I saw that Reddit post, and then I refreshed it maybe an hour later, and it was banned. I messaged the Reddit admins of that page, and I said, "Why is this video banned?" And they said, "Due to the person that's in it, not because it's the video." So, you're banned off the subreddit and to the Discord, officially that we know of.
So, but is that officially because Reddit mods? There's people that mod Discord that aren't part of the official, they're not the developers or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it is r/Stormgate, I believe, and then also if you search for Stormgate Discord, it's by far the largest one, right? And all the developers are in that Discord, and it's got a logo next to it. Yeah, it says, yeah, I think it's it's not official, but it's the only one there is because there is no official one, so it's the most official Stormgate Discord.
Okay, so like the way that I can say to handle this is because we don't. First of all, we don't know. People on the subreddit might be doing that on their own volition. We don't know if that's coming directly from developers, and obviously that's clear discrimination. Obviously, like that doesn't even make any sense, right? We know that there's a lot of StarCraft 2 people that dislike me or whatever, but that's something that if what you're saying is true, again, like you should probably, if you said if you messaged the developers or something, or somebody did, there would be proof of that, right?
Yeah, and I can literally, I'm not sure if I did it on a burner account or like on my legit account. I'll screenshot shot it right now to find it.
But yeah, obviously, that can be addressed, I think, in the future. I don't really plan on joining their Discord. I can definitely maybe join in the future or whatever. But if that's going on, then that's something on its own that's clear. That's like discrimination. That's a whole can of worms in itself. And I think there's not much really. We just don't react to it because it's like, okay, well, I'll still play the game, get rank 1 on ladder, whatever. Like, there's not, if they're gonna try and do that on the subreddit or whatever, like, it's like, okay, well, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal right now. And things like that, it's like, if that's happening, what's going to end up happening is those people are going to end up shooting themselves in the foot, because that doesn't make me look bad. That makes whoever is doing it. And again, we can't say that like, oh, that's the developers doing it, or like, oh, it's this dude, like, because I don't see any proof of that. I'm not aware of that myself, if that's going on. So I don't want to jump to conclusions either, because that could just be, if what you're saying is true, that could just be fucking Reddit mods or Discord mods. You know, there's ego tripping Discord mods and Reddit mods literally everywhere.
Yeah.
So that could be like, we don't want to, what we don't want to do is we don't want to react to it. I don't want you guys to react to it either, and then make a negative impression to give an excuse to then be like, oh, like, these are Avilo's community and they're being negative and saying this and that. So I don't want you guys to give them an excuse either to then justify being, doing things like that. So that's something that I think we don't worry about right now. Like, you guys in my community, don't worry about it. I don't worry about it. We just don't worry about it. Like, it sucks. It sucks. Things in life are not fair, obviously. That's very not fair. That's discrimination if that's happening. But just ignore it. Let it be. Don't react to it. Like, and I've been telling people in my community this for a while. Like, don't react. If like, trust me, if you see that happening, you probably are like, this is fucking bullshit. And obviously, things like that, life isn't fair. Just don't react to it. Don't be negative to it. I'll play the game when it comes out. I'm not really too worried about, like, again, I haven't joined their Discord, so I don't know if that's true one way or the other. But don't give anyone an excuse to continue that type of, like, hatred, negativity cycle, because that's what those people, whoever's doing that, if it, like, you said on the Stormgate subreddit or whatever, clearly that's to continue a very toxic and negative thing from StarCraft 2. And I don't really want to be a part of, like, any type of, like, negative thing like that, or drama or whatever. But if it does become an issue in the future, then perhaps, like, a year from now, if that's something that continues being a problem, I think that, as I'm playing the game, as I get high ranked on the ladder or whatever, and then, if it's like, if at that point I'm like making fucking guides for the game and stuff, and they're still trying to, like, censor or cock block the content, then I think then people can be like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I that's pretty much my opinion on that and how to deal with it.
Yeah, I kind of understand, but at the same time, right, that just sounds like you just continue to be a victim. Like, to me, what it sounds like is you need to go to war. Like, you need to, like, call them out make videos calling them out. You know, even fucking if they don't respond to that, send them letters to their house, go to their house, knock on their door,
No, no,
fucking
no, no,
put
no, no,
flyers up,
no, 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 no,
like
no,
around
no,
the
no, no, no,
neighborhood.
no, no,
Like
no,
you need to just like directly get their attention, right? Because at the moment you're just fucking like getting victimized.
Who's attention? First of all, whose attention are you talking about?
The fucking mods that are banning you, like that's just unacceptable, right? Because obviously you're just trying to be a content creator too, right? You haven't done
Yeah,
anything
just
wrong.
but the thing is,
and
you
the
don't
thing
want
if you just
like
get
we
banned,
don't want
we
we don't want to give them any excuse to justify the bullshit that they're doing.
No,
so
don't
like
do
that's
anything illegal. Don't do anything wrong, but confront them. Confronting someone is not wrong in itself if they did something wrong first.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you there, but what I'm saying is like it's best to just let it be for now because that confrontation can definitely happen in the future where it's like hey, what is going on? You're trying to like censor my content for what reason? Then we can then that conversation can be continued at a point when it's actually like relevant and see the thing is like if what you're saying is true and that stuff is happening, let it be. Let people that are doing things that are not right, let them keep doing it. Like because then we have a lot of evidence that it's going on. Like you know what I mean? Then it's like, oh well, this has been going on for a while, and then other people can chime in and be like, what's going on here?
They've got an echo chamber about you. And if you just let it be, that echo chamber like narrative is just gonna like proliferate. You need to like break that echo chamber down, obviously. And by you just happily being shadow banned, or not even shadow banned, like your post just getting banned, I'm assuming they won't ban you from the game, although that is an assumption. You know, who knows how crazy these like blue-haired feminists are.
Dude, we don't know anything about the get. Like,
we do know that you are getting like posts removed of your videos.
And what's your suggestion? What can he do about it? He can't do anything about it.
Yes, well, he can call them out. He can call them out. That's the easy thing to do.
Do you think calling them out works? It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
he will only make things worse.
Exactly. Like I understand that you're like, and I appreciate that you're being like passionate to like kind of like defend me and get me to like do something. But I'm telling you, like, I agree with OVDU. Like, it's lit. Like, there's nothing to be done about it. What is yelling and beating my chest gonna do? Like, nothing. It literally
only confirm their preconceived ideas.
Exactly. Like, so they're gonna if I like, oh, I'm gonna call them out and make a video about this is like they're gonna be like, oh, well, look, see, we told you, he's like that.
No, I mean, I not like call them names and shit. Like at the start, at least, like you need to just like address what is happening because obviously you're just pretending it's not happening. You're denying, even though I've sent the screenshots before and I've told you about the Discord removals before. You're
Dude, I haven't seen any screenshots.
You're literally pretending. You know it's happening, and you're literally pretending it's not happening. Like you're fucking putting your head in the sand about this, right? Like you need to like realize this is happening. Address this is happening.
Look, dude, I'm not pretending that like it couldn't be happening. I'm aware of it. Like that's the thing. Like we all are aware of bullshit like that. Like it's been going on in StarCraft 2 since like 2010, 2011. Like I've dealt with this type of stuff. And in the past, I did like the thing is I did do that in the past. I did exactly what you said. And that did like it created a bad like not a bad reputation, but like it didn't help. Yelling and screaming about it, like it didn't help as much as you would think it would. So like you have to understand it's not that I'm ignoring it. Like what you're saying could be true, but again, if there's proof of that, then you or whoever else should like collect that. And then there's like OVDU said, there's no need to do anything. Like the best way to handle that is to not react to it whatsoever. Do you see what I'm saying?
I absolutely don't understand what you're saying. Like
I think Gerardus, you and Actual Fennel are only here to give bad advice and push Avilo to self-destruction.
Bro, I'm giving probably the best advice he's ever got in his life, right?
This is not
like
advice.
He needs to like he can't just like put his head in the sand and hide from problems. Like that obviously doesn't work.
This is curveball baiting here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
Yeah,
I don't
this is
think he's
exactly
baiting per
what.
se. I think that like you'll just have to trust me on this one. That yeah, we'll just it's not putting the head in the sand. It's just that you can't react to it. Like people want a reaction. You have to understand that they're gonna try and get a reaction. So if what like again, if what you're saying is true, then you can like you can show whatever messages or whatever, but in the end, like I'm just gonna be playing the game and making YouTube content, and I'm not really
Bro,
worried about
you're
that.
saying that, but you like literally you assume you can play the game, right? Like you don't know how far these
Yes, dude,
cunts
of
to
course.
go, bro. Like
Look,
these
no.
motherfuckers,
Look, of course, I'm
these
gonna be able to play the
motherfuckers are
game.
crazy,
Do you
bro.
think the company is gonna be that dumb that
I
they're
don't
going?
know, bro. You're fucking banned from the whole community. Like maybe they fucking will.
Okay, look, do you understand how stupid that would be? They don't want to create bad press for a game that's supposed to be like the next fucking Jesus of fucking RTS games. Why would they waste their time doing that?
I mean, all the fucking Redditors and shit would probably love it if you got banned, man. I'm not sure if it'd be bad press. Like, obviously, it's the wrong thing to do. But they're so fucking indoctrinated about you. They believe all this bullshit about you. Like, you know,
No, absolutely, that would be
you've
that would be
totally
bad
failed
press
at
for them. They're
addressing
not
like
gonna
and
do
all the
that.
lies
Like,
about you, man. Like, people believe all the lies like as common fact, right? You've never like every time you've addressed the lies, you've done it in the worst way. Like, that's why you think it doesn't work, because you don't address things properly, and then like that's so you just don't address it, or you address it poorly, right? What you need to do is address things properly.
yeah, I'm not gonna create drama, bro. Like that's not.
Bro, I'm not telling you. You need to address things, man. Like, you just don't. Like, you either just like fucking go schizo mode when you address shit, or you don't address it. Like what you're saying now, put your head in the sand.
Dude, it's not putting your head in the sand. Like I think what you're saying to do would be a complete fucking overreaction. That's literally bait. That's literally like that's what
I'm not
people.
baiting, bro. I'm literally not. Like, do you agree that like you should address some things, right?
And so, do you think? Let's say Avilo addresses this, or how do you say it? Who do you think will support him? I mean, what will be the next steps after him addressing this?
I mean,
Do you
like
think?
that's step
do you
number
think-
one, right? Like, obviously, I can't.
Let's say that he's shadow banned already, and people already made up their mind about him. What do you think? Do you think those people will listen to him addressing this issue? Nobody. If he is already shadow banned, nobody will listen to him. And what will the next steps be?
Well, I mean, he's got an open platform on his YouTube, right? So obviously, he can just address the discrimination, and if he addresses that in like a intelligent, like calm, you know, like a normal manner, saying, hey guys, you know, like unfortunately, I've been discriminated against on the forums. Like, you know, I haven't like done anything wrong. I don't believe this is fair. Blah 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 blah.
We can do look. We could do that, but not right now. Now's not the time. Like that can definitely be something in the future if it keeps happening. Yes, but it's pointless to do that. And also, I don't want to make my YouTube. Do you think that's going to look good if, for example, I made a YouTube video like this, and that? Like, no, they're just going to be like, okay, like like OVDO said, like it's not going to change anything. Like if shadow banning or that type of thing is going on in the first place, that making a video like is going to just make it's going to steer my content to be negative, drama filled, whatever. Instead of doing that, here's what I can do. The best thing that I can do is play the game, get good at the game, make good content. That's going to speak for itself. I don't have to address anything. There's nothing to address. Do you see what I'm saying?
I think there is something to address, but I mean, we can move on from this. Obviously, it's not moving anywhere. I just think we have to write that down as a disagreement, and I think time will tell who was right in this.
Yeah, definitely. Like what you're saying could be something in the future. Like, let's say that I'm playing the game and content is still being like, I mean, and honestly, again, that can even be turned into an advantage if like. The same thing happened with StarCraft. I don't know if you were aware, like, but when I started streaming in 2010, that literally is what was happening. People were trying to, for the longest time on Team Liquid, being featured was like a big fucking deal. It was like, oh, you're featured on Team Liquid for StarCraft 2. You're on the featured list. Like, whoa, like huge. You're a fucking star now. Like huge. It was a huge deal back then because Team Liquid, the forums were like such a. It was almost like a rite of passage for StarCraft, and they try, the moderators or whoever, like, from StarCraft, they were saying for the longest time, like, oh, don't fucking feature it. Like, they were doing their best to say, don't watch him, don't feature him. Like, why don't you ban him from the forums, this or that? Like, they were doing that. And you know what ended up happening is that karma or negative energy, whatever you want to call it, it ended up getting people to watch me. People ended up watching me because they're like, all right, what the fuck? What is going on here with this guy? Why are they trying so hard? Why are they trying so hard to, like, make it so we can't watch this guy? And you know what? People tuned in. They ended up watching. I ended up growing from that because people are just like, oh, this dude's funny as fuck. This dude is raging like actual fan. Like, oh, he has a stream persona, whatever. Like, it ended up working to my benefit back then. Like, that was going on. And, it can happen again. If that's something that we kind of just have to let it be and make a disadvantage into an advantage. If that stuff, like you're saying, I know you're worried about that. Like, and obviously I get worried about that stuff too. Like, because it's like, well, I don't like being discriminated against. I don't like this blind hatred on the internet being directed towards me for just playing a fucking video game and entertaining people. Obviously, it's not a nice thing. But the thing is, like, it's the Streisand effect. The more people are like, oh yeah, don't fucking watch Avilo, that fucking Stormgate streamer. He's yelling on it. Like, don't watch him, man. Like, people are going to watch people will end up tuning in. I do believe that, like, because it happened before. It happened once. I think that if that happens again, then it might happen like that. That's because that's what happened the first times. Very similarly. So I think that honestly, it's not something to even worry about or react to. More people will end up finding my content because of it, and they'll be like, "Oh, okay, like this dude is he's pretty good at the game. They want to learn the game. He's making content, whatever." And if it goes beyond that, like you're saying, like if it goes to the extreme where they try and ban from the game or do crazy shit like that, then that's where
at that point, that's game over though. Like you got to prevent it from getting to that point, because if it gets to that point, I think there's no recourse, right? Like, you need to prevent yourself from getting banned, and the only way to do, like, that's why I was saying address it.
Well, the thing is, there's no reason for me to be banned at all.
I mean, there's no reason for you to be banned off the forums or the Discord, but you are. So
yeah, of course. But like I'm saying, if it got taken to that level, then that would be, I think even OVD would probably agree with me. Then at that point, then it has to be addressed in some way, or other people also have to chime in and be like, hey, what the hell is going on here? And then I think your approach has more merit to it to like fight against it, bring more attention to it, whatever. But I don't think that's gonna happen. And I think that, like, the best way is just chill out right now, not worry about it. I don't know if OVD agrees that, like, sure, if some like crazy shit happened like that, then it's like, okay, well then you gotta go. Then you gotta start, like, speaking up a lot.
Yeah, I will wait to see for that moment. But yeah, in that case, you will need to do something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like, obviously, like, again, I do worry about things because I've taken a lot of hatred and bullshit, whatever, online. But, like, I mean, obviously, I'm aware, like, Jahardis, I'm aware. Trust me, the things you're saying, I'm very aware of. There are things like that can, like, you can't really, like, I can't, like, worry about it every day. Like, I just have to do my own thing. And again, like OVD said, don't react. Like, he's basically saying the same thing I am. Like, don't give them a reason to be, if I'm being shadow banned from the Reddit or whatever, don't give them a reason to be like, oh, see, we told you so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because that's not helpful right now. So I mean, that like, there's nothing to really be done about it right now. I don't think there's anything to really be said about it more than that. Like, I'm not too worried about it. I'll just make. I don't know if you've ever heard of what's his name, Dopa from League of Legends. Like, he's basically like he's like the faker of like non-professional play. Dopa from League, and he still was successful even when he had gotten some like he wasn't able to play like in pro play or something like that, and it didn't even really matter. He still made like fucking millions or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's different ways to deal with this stuff, but the best way is to just be aware of it and then not really worry about it currently.
And another
Yeah.
reason is like you're getting more platforms at the moment, right? Like you're getting unbanned off, like you got Kick, you got unbanned off Twitter.
I might get unbanned off Twitch at some point.
Yeah, and
it's
then
possible.
it's like ESL. What's happening with ESL and all the tournaments? You think like?
Oh, I can tell you guys about that. I don't think I've actually really told people in my community, but yeah, I did appeal the like the ESL ban or whatever for like tournament play. Like I mean, this was like I think must have been like months ago, but I did. I've been appealing these things, like the Twitch thing. Like I mean, that doesn't go anywhere. But the ESL thing, I did actually talk to somebody from ESL, and basically, like I did have to do an appeal, and they ended up saying like, "Oh, we're not gonna unban you for a year. Basically, we're gonna see how your behavior is."
Oh, that's actually a good response. That's you're acting like it's a bad, but I think that's a really, really good response because that means.
Yeah, I think also that's a good response, and that would be a good response for your if you speak out about Stormgate when moment comes,
Yeah, exactly. That's why I get that. That's why I'm saying like we just have to chill out. Don't just chill and yeah, exactly. When the time then when if need be, then sure, then we can say stuff. But I think that honestly, I think it won't be an issue. But yeah, I'm not saying the ESL thing is bad. I mean, that's actually like a good thing. They said like, okay, like a year from now, I do think that they did kind of like slight me because they knew StarCraft 2 was only going to last another fucking year.
Oh, okay, I see.
I like because basically they're basically like, yeah, sure, we'll unban you in a year, but fuck you for like you're not going to be able to play any type of pro StarCraft tournaments because by the time I'm unbanned, guys, StarCraft 2, everybody will have switched to the different. You know what I mean? I feel like they probably knew that, and they're just like, yeah, fuck it, let's. I mean, honestly, I did genuinely actually appeal and like said my piece or whatever, but I do feel like they're probably also like, yeah, because they had the thing is like, okay, I'll just tell you guys. So, it is obviously we know it's bullshit, but when I did appeal, they used the excuse of like FF14 to basically just be like that towards me, because of like the FF14 stuff or whatever.
Wait. Could you?
They basically made an excuse to fucking like they're like, oh, like we saw your behavior, which of course was all bullshit as well, but so they use that as an excuse also to be like, okay, so we're not gonna unban you for a year. But I think mostly it's like they're like, okay, StarCraft's dead in a year, so like fuck you, like you're not gonna be able to play.
Like, was this through
What?
emails?
No. It's through. Well, it was through email and through like the ESL like support
Could you read their
ticket thing.
response out?
What do you mean?
Like you said, because I know you sort of quoted in a weird way. I don't like it's kind of hard to follow. Like if you could like I don't know if that's possible for you to read the response out. I think that'd be informative of like letting the community know where you stand.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll basically like paraphrase because I don't want to like again. And that was one of the things that I also told them as well. That's like because obviously there's like some BM in the tournaments or whatever. They didn't like that, so like or there was problems with like, for example, like when they matched me against a map hacker, and then I would like start raging and like tilting and on like stream and broadcast. So that was one of the things I did say, that obviously in the future, like when problems do arise, I'd try and handle it more professionally and like in private. So like to be in line with that, I don't want to like literally. I'll just paraphrase what they said is like, okay, we'll see how your behavior improves in like a year, and then I would be able to potentially play again. Now, whether that happens or not, who the fuck knows? Let's hope. But basically, that's what it was. I mean, honestly, they banned me for a year because they knew StarCraft 2 is dead in the year and Stormgate is on the horizon. So, but they also legitimately maybe they just said fuck it and like let's keep them suspended for another year. So I mean, it is what it is. Like it's not a big deal. It's annoying because obviously that was kind of the big thing. Like I was playing ESL Cups like every other week on YouTube. That was also like that was a big thing. But yeah, I don't know. There's not that's basically all I can say. All I can say about it is like they said in like, okay, 1 year if your behavior improves or whatever, then that they would unsuspend me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, I did the appeal. That's pretty much what they said, and yeah, obviously, guys. Obviously, it was like. They know that like they knew Stormgate's coming out in like a year, so they're just like, okay, he won't be able to like let's just they effectively just banned me for playing in ESL Cups or potentially pro play essentially forever because the game's gonna be dead, guys. The game's like I mean I guess if StarCraft 2 somehow continues on and people keep playing ESL Cups or something, then maybe I'll be unsuspended and like but what I think obviously everybody's gonna switch to Stormgate. So. But yeah, that's kind of. I felt slighted by it because I'm like, come on, man, like, really? Yeah, I don't think there's. That's pretty much all there is. As for Twitch, I should tell you guys, Twitch. Obviously. I've been appealing for fucking years, and no human response yet, guys. I don't think I've had a single human response yet. The last appeal that I did, because you have to go through through their appeals portal, and usually all of the appeals were what's it called? They would be rejected or whatever, and then you would have to wait 6 months or whatever it is to basically appeal again. I've done that for like the last, I think, 2 or 3 years, like every like 6 months or so. Sure, I'll like click the appeals portal, appeal, and then it gets rejected and no human response. It says pending. I don't know what that means, if that even means anything, or if they just have left it like that. So they're just like, oh, this guy clicks every 6 months to appeal. Like, let's not even answer him this time.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that even means. Like that it just says pending.
That is interesting, yeah.
But it is interesting that like I haven't seen it remain on pending. But usually they're just rejected like within like a week. But it said pending, so I'm assuming maybe somebody looked at it, perhaps. So
yeah, I mean, I know the one that I successfully like argued for, the indefinite suspension. I got removed or lifted. That definitely took a while, like maybe like 2 months to go through. So it does sound like it actually may go through. Maybe they're just checking with, because you said before that it was done for like a special type of request, like a legal request or something along those lines.
So
maybe they're checking up like through the lawyers and stuff like that to see if it's okay to unban you, because your case was a lot different than most other cases, right? It wasn't for on-stream content, it was for like a complaint practically. I think.
It was basically I mean I don't know, we can only like speculate, but honestly I just fully expect it. Like I always expect the worst. It's just probably like it'll be rejected, then we appeal again in another 6 months. Best case scenario, it actually gets appealed, and then it's like I don't even know what I would do. Like, what does it even look like? Do I just stream on Twitch again?
Yeah, or just like you use Twitch to get them all over YouTube because obviously, how many Twitch followers do you have? Like 20, 50,000, 100,000?
On Twitch, I had like 50,000.
Yeah. So you get them onto your YouTube and Kick, right? So you like you triple stream, right? But you make sure everybody knows that you're streaming on there
You
because
can't. Well, you can't triple stream anymore. Twitch, they actually changed their shit, so that, like now you can only you can't you can't dual stream anymore on Twitch. They changed that.
really, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep, that's why everybody's getting pissed at Twitch because they Ninja was making a big deal out of it because he was apparently like simultaneously casting to Twitch and YouTube, I think, and Facebook and whatever else, and then Twitch changed it in like the last like I think 2 months. So now if you stream on Twitch, you can only stream on another site if you are not streaming on Twitch at that like exact moment, basically.
Wow, that's really greedy.
Yeah, they want. I guess maybe because the ad revenue or whatever the hell they're trying to like. I don't know what. I mean, yeah, it's definitely not like creator friendly, but yeah, a lot of people were complaining about that. Like that's literally why Ninja. I don't know if he still streams on Twitch, but he started dual streaming to Kick and YouTube at one point to test it as well. I think a lot of people probably doing similar.
Yeah, and it's good that you're on Kick as well. Like you're actually getting like decent viewers on Kick as well, right? You're getting like 30 to 40 on YouTube and like 20 to 40 on Kick even.
Yeah,
Like
that's the thing with the like. That's what I was worried about when I started, because I know it's a risk. Like, obviously, if you're telling people to go to two different websites, but obviously, I think the reward is definitely worth it because of all the momentum that like Kick has, and we were hitting like 100 on YouTube before I did that, and now we're a little bit down, and I'm guessing that's because like. I mean, like splitting up the stream like that is making it probably a little bit more difficult for people to find the YouTube stream. But then, of course, there's maybe potentially new people on Kick.
well, I'm seeing a lot of new people in the Kick chat as well. Like every stream is like, "Hey, Avilo, I haven't played this game in ages," or
Yeah, I noticed that. Yeah, I think getting my Twitter back helped too. I remember there's one dude, Lucky Fool, who used to run the DC, Maryland, Virginia lands. He would set those up and run them, and he showed up in my chat one day when I like after I got like my Twitter back, and he's like, it's like seeing somebody from high school. It's like you're just like, holy shit, you exist.
yeah, damn,
Yeah.
That's good to see. Like I feel like for a while there, you weren't getting a lot of new viewers, but it feels like you're getting a lot of new viewers again, especially on Kick, right?
Yeah.
So I think
On
you should stick with Kick and even
Yeah,
make Kick
honestly,
exclusive
I mean,
streams.
like I check my analytics sometimes. Like we don't get too many new people on YouTube either. We are actually getting new people to my stream on like there are new people, but it's very low compared. Like obviously, like the growth is kind of low. But like old returning viewers like is like it's almost like the ratio. It's all like 89% or some shit. It's like something crazy. Like the people that already watch me, obviously, or that start watching, they then keep watching according to like the analytics and just I mean obviously just like looking at it. But yeah, new people. I think I mean honestly, it's because it's StarCraft. Like it's tough to get new people to fucking watch this game, man.
And
Like
that's sorry, yeah, to
that's the
interrupt.
tough part.
But like obviously you need to keep looking out for like the next game, right? Like you shouldn't probably
Yeah.
still be on StarCraft. Like even like hop on like the AoE 4 bandwagon for a bit, milk that, get like rank 1, and just keep moving on game to game. Like just prove you're the best, and then find a game that you like, really hit it with. Like that might be Stormgate, that might be, you haven't even given AoE 4 a chance, right? Like you might really enjoy it. You've like been really dismissive of other games, but like StarCraft 2, you've just been like dying with it, bro. You're going down with the ship. Like that's how
Yeah,
it
it's
feels.
StarCraft 2. I mean, the most I could do is like I mean, like legit, you guys like when you criticize like, oh, you should make more YouTube videos. Like, yeah, I know. I'm. That is something that I have to improve a lot. Is actually like the pre-recorded content because I'm fine. Obviously, like streaming is fine or whatever, but yeah, the pre-recorded content could definitely do more of that shit. AOE 4, I don't really. I think that game is too slow for me personally. Yeah, there was somebody else suggesting AOE before, like I forget who it was in the Discord. Oh, it was T90, T90 from chat and Discord. He was like trying to suggest like, oh, AOE, like he would always be like AOE 4 or whatever. Like, honestly, I like League. I might stream maybe some more League. I think League is
I think make League,
potentially.
sorry to interrupt, exclusive on Kick, right? Because I don't think the YouTube audience really enjoys League. But it's a good opportunity for you to get content out on Kick, and the League section on Kick is quite big. Like, do you remember Hoshinshin? He's on Kick exclusive
Oh yeah, yeah,
now.
yeah.
So, yeah, if you look on like go on the front page of Kick, like I'll go on the front page of Kick right now. Top live categories. Is League on there? Oh, it's actually not right now, I think. But usually it's like number 2 or 3, like top category, right?
Yeah.
So it's always like on the front page. So like if you're gonna do like,
Yeah. Do you guys have any like other like any like questions or shit to ask me related to like stream? I guess.
yeah,
Can you entertain the idea of like doing like one-off games of like different RTS? Like I saw Hearthstone play like a Warcraft 3 game.
Yo, can you turn your mic up? I heard work to do RTS games in Warcraft 3.
Yeah, like do like a one-off like video on like how you play different RTS games.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I do. I think I still have my Red Alert 3 CDs or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could do that. Also, Warcraft 3 might be worth maybe doing for the memes or something. Like, yeah. I mean, the thing is, every other RTS compared to StarCraft 2 is kind of like, they're just inferior.
that's true. But at least it might capture like more viewers from like different RTS streams and just.
Yeah. I do think that Red Alert 3, it's funny that they just kind of the Stormgate, they kind of yoinked the little attack dogs from Red Alert. So maybe like doing comparisons like that. But I don't know if I would want to stream like another RTS for more than like 2 days.
Yeah. That'd be too much.
Yeah. Gerardus, you were gonna say something, right?
oh yeah. I can't remember my question. But that being said, I do just a League of Legends idea. Stream League exclusively on Kick, or just do like obviously stream StarCraft 2 on both. I think that's best. But then make like exclusive Kick streams. That's how I feel. Just to get people on there, number one, because I feel like Kick, for gaming long term, is definitely better. Especially like if you're gonna start making videos, YouTube is probably better. But if you're just gonna fucking, do what you're currently doing, Kick is like by far better than that. And
Yeah,
I
I
feel
kind of.
like, sorry.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I just feel like if you stream exclusively on Kick for like some streams, and maybe get like 50, 60 viewers concurrently, I feel like you can probably might be able to get like a small contract where you get who knows, like $15 an hour or something.
Oh, that is true. I do need to go for partnership on Kick. That is actually like I think that is one of my like top priorities. Just get partnered on Kick. Yeah, because that'll definitely be worth it. Especially if the thing is like we don't know about that because they said about that like, oh, they're gonna like offer hourly pay to like partners or something. But until like we see that, we don't really know like what is going on with that. They might have done that honestly to like attract people to the website.
I mean, they got money, bro. They Eddie has been splashing money, man. He's a spender, and he sounds like he's going to continue doing it because it sounds like Kick is actually making the money back. So
Yeah.
from what
That is also, by the way, that is another just to, just to I guess validate Ovidio's point. That is kind of another reason to stay out of the drama and the like the addressing issues type of thing. Because when I do stream and like new people find me, I don't want the stream like you have to understand when somebody finds a stream, like for example on Kick, we don't want them to be muddied up with bullshit from the past. We just it's better to leave it in the past. And even and again, stuff that hasn't happened, we shouldn't let phantoms that don't exist bother us. You know what I mean? So it's like when somebody finds a stream, we want them to hopefully. I want them to tune in when like something is like I'm playing an epic game and beating somebody, or like even trash talking them, or just or making jokes or whatever. Or there's something going on. So that's another reason to like make sure to keep my stream and my content clean in terms of like drama or addressing or things or whatever. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think it's beneficial for like for potentially growing more on Kick and I mean and even on YouTube. That's kind of like what I've been like I said, I changed my approach a bit in the past like year, I think, to just make sure that I don't go into drama stuff, like don't harp on about stuff that one way or the other, like from the past, just let it go and just move on. Keep it's the only thing you can do.
For sure.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe league only streams like you said on Kick. The tough part is then I have to make sure that everybody's alerted to that. Like, oh, we're gonna do like a late night league stream on just Kick.
I mean, I feel like League, like, there's a lot of games popular right now. Like, you might, like, how good are you at FPS?
I mean, I used to be good at like fucking. The thing is, when I was good at FPS, it was at console FPS, like Halo, Halo 2, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, like way back. Like, I was decent at Fortnite. Like, I was actually like decent, but I kind of turtled a bit in that game as well. So it wasn't the most, like, understandably not the most exciting gameplay for that game if you're just like turtling in a battle royale. I'm decent at FPS. I've never been like amazing at FPS. I don't think. Like if it's like tactics and strategy, like then sure. Like maybe Valorant might be some like since it's more like setting up angles and like where somebody is and like the smokes and like feints and stuff. Like maybe that would be like an FPS to try. But yeah, why? What did you have in mind?
Well, like, maybe when CS2 comes out, there's going to be heaps of hype and a lot of viewers for CS2. Like viewers looking for streams for CS2 on Kick, on Kick, right? So what if you just streamed, like CS2 on
Is that Counter-Strike 2?
yeah, on Kick, for example. Like, you might, suck, but you're a Vilo man. Like, you're an entertaining guy, number one. Like, that's why people watch you stream.
Yeah.
I know you said you watched it because you're good at the game, man. But like, I'll be real. There's obviously people better than you at the game, right? People watch you because you got a personality, man. You're not like some fucking, like normie.
Yeah, I do try and talk a
Bull
lot too
sucker.
when I'm streaming. Like
yeah,
just,
like you're hilarious, bro. Like you're a comedian, man. You know what I mean?
I try, dude. That's what happens when you watch fucking like Dave Chappelle hours on end when you're like a kid. Like what's it?
Yeah.
I don't know about CS2 though because like I'm not like I don't know, dude. Like I think I played maybe Counter-Strike 1.6 in fucking high school, maybe like a week. It's so tough because like StarCraft I have liked for so long. I do legitimately like League a lot as well. It's just that not everybody that watches me likes League. That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, that's why you just do it on Kick, right? Not instead of just
Yeah.
because then you don't have to worry about like pissing off your YouTube viewers. you're just like, building up your Kick channel with a popular game on Kick.
Yeah, it's, I don't know, FPS not my strong suit. Does Fortnite count as an FPS?
No, it's a third-person shooter.
Oh yeah. True. I always lump them in together, like because they're all just shooter games. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's about it, guys, for this first AviloNation Council meeting, whatever we want to call it. I have to think of a good name. Otherwise, we'll just leave it at that. AviloNation Council meetings.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was.
But
Good.
yeah,
I found it like a good call, as I said. Thank you for doing this for the community.
I just thought of something. My bad. By the way, when Stormgate does come out, and there's another game. There's another game. I don't know if you guys. I put it in Discord for you guys. Like, it's called like it's Project Loki. The League of Legends developers are making. It's like a MOBA FPS, or no, not FPS, but it's like a MOBA. League of Legends style type of like battle royale. It's game. I don't know if you've seen that. You guys know what I'm talking about?
I'm not too sure.
I'm gonna take the silence as a no. but basically, it's this game where it's like battle, right? It's basically like a top down battle royale. And if you guys want to, because that's the other thing too, like we could do some team game content like with voice chat. If I don't know when everybody's available, but like I always do the warm up 3v3 at the start of the stream, like stuff like that. Like if you guys want to join for team game content, because that's probably gonna be a thing for Stormgate, like the 3v3 ranked ladder. I'm 100% certain when that hits, that's going to be like a thing for streamers, like on voice comms as they're ranking up the ladder on 3v3. Like 100% guarantee that's going to be a thing. So I don't know if you guys in the future want to join me for that.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it has some potential, but it's that's more of a down the line thing. But you guys can still join in. Like when I do the warm up 3v3s, if people want to jump on voice chat, that's another thing for stream, I guess. But yeah, yeah. I guess that's it. Anyone else have anything to say? Anybody? All right. So yeah, I guess that's about it, dudes. So if nobody else has anything to say, then that will be the end of this first AviloNation Council meeting. I don't have a gavel yet to adjourn the meeting, so I'm just gonna smash my desk.
Okay.
All right.
Do it.
All right. Boom! Meeting adjourned, fellas. See you next week. Actually, I'll see you in once I get the PC.
All right.
Okay.
Meeting re-adjourned and disbanded. I don't know the fucking lingo. Sorry. Adjourned again. All right. Peace out, dudes.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.
See you.